Thanks for staying with us. Right now on the show, we have our fashion designer and model and creative director of Minengiby. Yeah, so with over 7 years of experience in high-end women's fashion, celebrity styling, and brand development, her work spans editorial styling, eco-conscious production, and fashion mentorship. Hello, Lilian.
Hi,
Hi.
good to meet you.
Good to see you again.
Thank
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So first, let's quickly, your fashion label has been, around for quite a number of years now. Quickly, let's talk about how your designs have evolved over the years and where you are right now in terms of your creativity.
Okay. So basically, we have, it's been a journey. It's been an amazing journey where, obviously, as a fashion designer and as a person, I have evolved over time.
Right.
Okay. So basically, it's just been from grace to grace to grace. Basically.
Okay. All right.
So I've been better at my crafts. I've honed in on my craft, and then recently I really added fashion styling into, what I've done so far. So I'm grateful to God.
All right. You know what? Before we talk about what you're wearing, which is really, really nice, I've seen some of your designs. I mean, the latest collection, which you'll be showcasing in another few seconds. So talk to us about the name of this collection. Does it have a name? Yeah. What inspired it? Okay. Right.
Okay, so it's called the Fluorescent Collection.
The Fluorescent.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
And that means it's from the word fluorescentia.
Oh,
and that means like blooming. So basically it's just what we just talked about, blooming phase, So it just shows the human experience, like the journey of the human experience, from where
you're coming from,
exactly, where I've come from, yeah, my journey, even my life, as a designer, as a person.
Right. So you're in your blooming season.
Yes.
Let's quickly talk about what you're wearing. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
I love the clash of colors.
Thank you.
And as much as there are quite a number of colors, but they stand out on its own. So talk to us about what inspired the look that you have on.
Okay. So basically, since the Fluorescence collection is based on the blooming of a flower.
Right.
So this is a damask fabric.
Love it.
And this is also a damask. Let's say this inspires like the pruning, the time when the flower dies.
Okay.
And then this will inspire when it's blooming and it's in full season. Yes.
Absolutely love it. And I love how you paired it. Does this come as a piece as well?
Yes, it does.
Comes as a piece.
But you can wear them individually.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm very curious about the innerwear. Is it a sleeveless? Is it an off-shoulder?
So it's an off-shoulder.
It's an off-shoulder. Fantastic. Okay, so quickly, let's see some of your other looks.
Okay.
From the bloom season, that's the fluorescent season. Quickly, let's have our first model come up quickly. I absolutely love this particular look. Please come in. Right. I love the color, and that's because even as a fashion designer myself, I am into bright colors. I love bright colors. As much as I focus on African fabrics and on how we tell our stories as Africans, I go for colors. So I particularly love this particular color. Talk to us about what inspired the design and then the embellishments that was used as well.
Okay, so basically this is just, to keep it simple, just shows African royalty.
African royalty, love it.
Yes, the African woman, she's no longer a young, let's say a little girl of 13.
She's blooming into her womanhood.
Yes, basically.
Love it.
Yeah.
And this also comes with a headpiece?
Yes, you can buy with the headpiece
or
without. Yeah.
I love it, absolutely love it. And I love the way it flows. You talked about royalty and, the richness of the fabric, gives it that elegance and that, royalness
Yes.
that the fabric needs, or the entire look needs.
Yeah.
Fantastic, absolutely love it. Let's quickly see the next look. And I see so the hair piece actually tells the story, because it has, you know, the flowers
exactly.
and, you know, it's your blooming season. Absolutely love it. So quickly, let's look at the next look. I absolutely love this one as well. I love the mix of different fabrics, right?
Yeah.
But it's still in the same texture.
Exactly.
But you can still, you know, they stand out on its own, and they
Yeah.
stand out beautifully well. So talk to us about it. What inspired this look?
This, rightly so, I would say my mom had like some fabrics that, well, I was trying to build this collection up.
Okay.
I went into my mom's closet,
Right.
and then she showed me some fabrics that were amazing.
Ooh,
they were stunning.
yeah.
These were like retro fabrics, and then I saw them and I'm like, okay, I have to look for something that looks really close to this. So obviously I started sourcing for fabrics and all, and I got to, you know, this shows like 3 different stages of life.
Yeah.
So basically that's,
okay, so what's the first stage saying?
let's say
What's
this
the story
a
behind
waiting.
Okay, the waiting phase, and then the pruning phase,
Yes.
and then the color of the
Blossoming,
blossoming. I love the colors,
Yeah.
you know, and how it plays on this particular fabric. And you can still see that they're still there's a one color, yeah, a cohesiveness. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And absolutely love this one. Let's see
Thank you.
I think we have one more look.
One more look, yeah.
Yeah. Quickly, can we see that? Absolutely love it. And I love how you could actually, so there's a certain versatility to the look, because you can actually wear this to church. You
Yeah.
can wear it for your Owambe.
Exactly.
You can wear it to any event at all,
Yeah.
right? But of course, you cannot wear it to the beach.
No, you can't.
No, you can't wear it to the beach. And you can't wear it to the office, except if you're having like an office party, and you want to show yourself that, yes, Mama has arrived. Yeah, because it speaks volume.
Yes.
Quickly, let's see the final look. Absolutely love this one.
Yeah.
Tell us, what's the story behind this?
So this is, obviously, this is about the rose.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
so the headpiece also speaks, you know, purity, you know, and then the 3-piece is obviously like the fabric shows like, oh, she's already here. She's
Right.
blossoming.
Blossoming.
She's happy. She's, you know, doing well, you know. Yeah, basically.
I love it. I love it. I love the richness of the fabric and the color.
Yeah.
There's something about Osblood, and it's a mix of, you know, rose red and a wine color, but it has a
Yeah.
certain richness to it,
To
and I
it,
absolutely love this particular look. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
I love the layers.
Thank you.
It feels like a lot of love went into this particular fabric.
A lot.
I mean, I could see it. So now talk to us about your process for sourcing for fabrics that you use for every design. So I mean, you have the design now to begin to source for the fabrics. Talk to us about what it takes.
Yeah, so basically, we source our fabrics from our local suppliers.
Right.
Yeah, we have local suppliers that we reach out to, and then we say, oh, these are the colors we're looking for,
Right.
so and so and so, and then it takes a bit of time to get through, but then eventually they ship to us. And
Yeah. So have you ever had issues where you think like a certain fabric is going to suit a certain design, and then you use it and then find out that you should have used another fabric instead because the fabric that you used didn't actually suit the style?
Not necessarily, because the beginning part is like when you try to conceptualize a collection or a design,
right.
you already know how you want it to flow.
Right.
So already in your head, you already have, like, if it's damask, you know that damask will give you structure, some form of structure.
Right.
And if it's like you're using chamois, you know that you need some flow.
Yeah.
You're using organza, you're using, so fabrics, you know, chiffon, all different fabrics have their different
textures.
textures and their flow.
Right.
So you already know. I think that I don't think I've had that issue before.
Right. Where you've had to use...
No. I don't think I've had that issue.
And then let's talk about how you come up with names for each collection, because I think that's also some of the challenge that some designers have had to like experience. Because I mean, must we give a collection a name?
Of course.
Must it have a name?
Yes, it should.
Okay.
It should. That's for every design, you have a story behind it.
Right.
Before you start to even maybe sketch or illustrate what comes to you,
right.
you already know how you're feeling. So it's in the feeling.
Right.
Most of the time, it's in the feeling. So depends on how you're feeling or what something has inspired that. You might be having a conversation with someone and someone just says, oh, she's blossoming really well, and it just comes to you like, oh, blossoming,
right.
and then you're looking for. So basically, that's how it comes.
Fantastic.
You need the name.
Lilian, I love your designs. I think
so
they're
much.
beautiful, they're rich, they're elegant, and they obviously tell the blossoming story really well. And you're right. So your ladies you all look beautiful, especially with the hair pieces and all. Okay. And right, so we have to head over to the kitchen now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Our chef has made something really delicious.
Ooh,
And
can't wait.
let's go.
Okay.